This is Kestrel. Today, I will be going over its first flight, what I learned, and the next steps in the TVC project. Although the rocket crashed and experienced a rapid unscheduled disassembly, I received valuable data to build on for future TVC vehicles. The entire airframe is 3D printed, making construction easy and fast. Because of this, if a part broke or failed, it can be redesigned, reprinted, and reinstalled. The airframe is split into 3 parts, each connected with adapters and screws. The flight computer uses a 3D printed mount that is screwed into the airframe. The Antlers TVC mount that was used was tested on Rush a few weeks ago. I painted the nose cone orange and gave the rocket a nice orange decal, although it's not looking too good. The launch took a total of 3 attempts. On attempt 1, the weather was too windy, so the launch was scrubbed. On attempt 2, the SD card wouldn't initialize. I took it home and fixed the error and headed back out to the launch site for attempt number 3. Ignition was successful, and the rocket began to pitch over into a spin. A small roll was observed, but that might just be aerodynamic instability. The rocket then seemed like it corrected for a second, but it entered a nosedive, ultimately crunching the rocket tube and disconnecting the aft section of the rocket. Upon inspection, the TVC mount was heavily damaged from the impact. You can just see that here. It's completely torched. I took the onboard camera and flight computer SD card, and both had corrupted data. I'm not sure if the impact was so significant that both stopped recording, but there was almost no data saved, unfortunately. There are many reasons why this could have happened, but I think I narrowed down the main cause. Upon inspecting the rocket after impact, the battery was disconnected from the flight computer. This could have happened when the rocket body tube split, but it gets weirder. I have my code set up so that it starts data logging on the pad. I have one of the TVC servos moved to indicate that data logging has started. When I opened my SD card on my computer, there was no data. This means that power was lost on the launch pad. It seems like the rocket may have flown essentially powered off. When I got home, I tested the battery, and it seems to take input, but it doesn't output any power. There are, of course, other reasons for this failure, but I think this is the most likely culprit. This is obviously not the end of the TVC program. I am working on a redesign of the TVC mount, fixing code errors, and troubleshooting battery issues. What I learned from this flight is the foundation for future TVC rockets. After all, this was my very first attempt for TVC. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy, maybe consider subscribing. It helps out a ton. Bye!